What's up, Malakai?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm great. Shit. How we doing?
I'm doing good.
You
I'm
doing
doing
good?
good.
I already asked him that. No, you should just. I can't even say restart it now. I don't want to redo that. It's all right. It's all right. We got football on the TV.
Yeah.
It's cool. Oh, put my feet down like last time. Shit, I did that last time. That's literally what happened last time. I had my feet up the entire video, just on and off. All right, but what we got going on right now, Malachi? What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Right now, we have a pretty big game. Big game for New England. You know what I mean?
You know, show it. Show the.
You know, haven't, been to the playoffs in 3 years
Uh huh.
ever since, the Brady era ended, which we'll see nothing like that ever again. But,
Honestly, I
they
know nothing about football, but I agree with you.
they did
That was
some
the one.
work in the off season. They had a lot of money that they necessarily didn't use last year, but this year they used that money, got some very very good key players that obviously helped them to the record that they have now, and you know they're good. They're good. Do I think they'll beat the Chargers? Yes, but I think when
No.
all right, well, when you get
Do you want to
deeper,
sit here and talk about
yeah,
this with us?
yeah.
No. No. Hold on. Hold on. Do you want to sit here and talk about this with us?
I do not.
Okay. Thank you. Yo, I'm leaving that in.
Well, as I was saying,
Yeah.
when you get deeper into the playoffs, it only gets harder and harder. So, you know, I don't think New England will beat the Chargers, but if they do, okay,
If they do, God rest my soul.
yeah, if they do, they do, and I think they'll, Buffalo won today, so
Pretty sure they're gonna lose.
Who
yeah,
are we talking about?
you don't know that for sure.
New England?
You don't know that for sure.
Dude,
Patriots.
Drake May's on that team.
Huh?
Drake May's on that team.
No.
You think they're
Patriots
gonna
all the way.
lose?
Yes.
No, I mean,
You said Patriots all the way, and then you just said they're gonna lose.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. What?
nah, hold on. The Patriots should win this game because I think they're the better all around team, and the Chargers have been very inconsistent this season. They've been very up and down. I feel like New England has been really, really consistent. And the crazy thing about New England was this was supposed to be a rebuild year. You guys weren't supposed to, nobody had any expectations. You guys weren't supposed to be this good. Nobody was thinking about the playoffs. But now you guys exceeded expectations. So, how about this? Say if you make it to the divisional round or the AFC championship game. Say if you lose. I think it's still as much as losing sucks obviously, but I think you could still say it's a successful season, you know? And I think next year you'll be even better. But next year I think the competition is going to be a little bit harder, and teams are going to get harder because a lot of teams that were in the playoffs last year aren't in this year. And that comes down to numerous things, coaching, players, etc. In New England, I don't want to say they had an easy schedule, but they did. So it's like you know what I mean? Because next year you guys are actually gonna face like real competition, and even though I'm saying that your schedule was easy, you still beat a couple of key opponents. I'll go through a couple of them. Week 3 at Buffalo, nobody had New England winning that game at all because you got to remember week 1 they lost to the Raiders, and everybody was like, oh, the season might be over. no, like they didn't play to the expectations that they should be playing at. And when they went to the Bills, nobody had them winning. I mean, nobody on the fucking earth had them winning that game, including me. And obviously they went into Buffalo, they did their job and they beat them. So I think after they beat Buffalo, I think that's what really made people go like, "Oh shit, the Patriots are back."
Oh yeah.
And then, I think it was week 6 or week 7 or maybe even week 5. They beat Tampa, which Tampa was on, a 5-game win streak. And they beat them at Tampa. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about the MVP conversation, with Stafford and Drake May, and those two are.
I love Drake May.
I know you do, and those two are like they're the only two
shout out
players.
Drake May lover.
Yeah.
Do you know that account on Instagram?
No,
Drake
I
May
don't.
lover? Oh,
I
shit.
don't. Maybe I'll look into it after this podcast. But Drake May and Stafford, they're in the MVP conversation, and a lot of people are saying, Drake May should get it. He's done this, he's done that. The only reason why I'm saying Stafford should get it is because I think Stafford had a harder path and he faced higher competition than Drake's Mays had, and numbers don't lie. To me, he has more touchdowns, he has less interceptions than Drake May, so I think you have to give it to Stafford, but that's not a knock on Drake May. I'm not saying Drake May doesn't deserve it. He absolutely does. But you can't give the award to two people. Yeah. It's got to go to one or the other, And Stafford, he's been in the league way longer than Drake May has. This is only Drake May's second year. Nobody.
Oh yeah, he
just started
last. He's young too, right?
Yeah,
he's like what 20
something like that. He's mad young. That this is only a second season.
Yeah.
Last year, the only reason why he didn't do well is because it was his first season. He was learning the ropes. You know what I mean? It's not easy.
He's easing in a little bit.
Listen, playing quarterback is the hardest position to play, and he didn't really have that many reps, and New England kind of just threw him in there. You know what I mean? And he didn't really expect much. So this year, how much he's improved is insane, and he's only gonna get better and better. Like next year, he's gonna be insane. But time always tells. I think he'll be okay. You know what I mean? As long as he stays healthy and he takes care of his body during the off season. And I think New England did a great job this off season getting a better O-line, because the year before his O-line was terrible. He didn't have time to throw the football. He had to rush out of the pocket a lot. And when your O-line isn't really that good, there's only so much that you can do. And don't get me wrong, a lot of quarterbacks can't a lot of quarterbacks are pocket quarterbacks. And what I mean by pocket quarterbacks is when they get out of the pocket, they're not effective because they can't throw on the run. And that's why I call them pocket quarterbacks, because when they get outside of the pocket or out of the numbers, they're not effective. However, Drake May, he can throw outside of the pocket. He can throw it deep. He can throw it short. And he's very accurate. Well, he's throwing it. He's accurate. A lot of quarterbacks aren't accurate when they're throwing on the run. And Drake May can do both of those things. He can throw in the pocket, but he can also run too. So when you have a quarterback that's a dual threat, it makes it better. It makes it better.
Shit. I mean, he wasn't lying.
Hey, I said I can go on and on about this. I wasn't kidding. But New England's in I'll end it off with this, so I don't keep going. I'll end it off with this because I can go on. New England, I mean, they're back. They're
is the mic on, right? It's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. New England's back. No matter what way you want to slice it, they are back.
Mm.
And I didn't think they were ever going to be good again, ever since, the Brady era. I can go on and on with all the fucking teammates Brady played with, but I don't feel like doing that. So yeah, New England's back. I hate it, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I don't
My God, it's Terry Crews.
yeah.
Shit. Isn't that the guy that was in like White Chicks?
What do you think, Joseph? I'm going to ask you one question.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
think New England can win the Super Bowl?
Dude, honestly, I'm not into football like that,
Absolutely.
but I would hope so. Didn't they have like a run a while ago? They were winning like a bunch. It was like in the 2000s, right?
Yeah,
That's when Tom Brady was around.
yeah. Don't remind me.
What? What was that? What was? What do you mean don't? Now I don't want to know. What do you mean don't remind you?
Don't
Dolphins.
don't remind me. Because
Tom Brady
here,
was
okay, now that I explained the Patriots, let me explain to you guys about me and my team and the misery that they put me through. So, yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan, and I'll give you a little backstory. The reason why I'm a Dolphins fan is because when I was a small boy, my uncle, he was a Dolphins fan, when he was a kid too. And I remember one of my birthdays, he got me, I have a picture of it, not on me, but I have it. He gave me a Dolphin shirt, and he literally got me a Dolphins football helmet. And I remember the player he got me a Ryan Tannehill jersey, and I mean, I I still love Ryan Tannehill to this day, but I was like a Ryan Tannehill fanatic. But yeah, and anyways, he gave me the shirt and the helmet, and then I obviously started watching games, and that's how I became a fan of them. And I've been a diehard loyal fan since I was 8 years old.
Since he came out of the womb.
Yeah, for real. Like I literally have pictures of me with a Dolphin shirt right in front of the Christmas tree with my Ryan Tannehill jersey.
Would you want me to put that in the video?
Yeah.
If you have the picture?
Yeah.
I'll put
If
it.
I can find
It'd
it.
be like
But yeah, I literally have proof. But yeah, I mean, I've been a Dolphins fan for a long time. I
Shit.
don't get me wrong, they had some good seasons, and they had some very bad seasons, and the reason for that is I've watched every time when I watched New England with Brady and all the boys, it was like they were unstoppable. I mean, New England did something that no other team is gonna do ever again.
dude, I don't even watch football, but I like I feel like I know what you're saying.
No, they
like I just like I know what you're saying.
yeah, like before the game even started, it was it was like the game's already over before
You
it
just kind of felt that like
yeah,
you knew it was just
you felt it. It was just there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like the other team, like it generally felt like the whole league didn't have a chance. Like, oh, New England's going to the fucking Super Bowl again.
oh,
That's what it really felt like. From the time that I was 8 years old to like that was my whole childhood, bro. Watching fucking New England win. Like now I'm 20 and like I'm finally watching Miami like I'm finally watching Miami be somewhat good, but not really. So, I just watched New England be dominant for so long, and even if they never win a Super Bowl again, it's whatever. You guys already had a fucking phenomenal season. What?
the beanie.
Oh shit. Well,
Yeah,
speaking of, Dolphins, we got a Dolphin beanie right here.
Shit.
And it's way better than New England. I'll say that.
Really?
But yeah, I mean I have nightmares. I'll tell you another story too. There was one game, it was the New England Patriots and
No,
the
I want to hear all the
Dolphins.
stories.
And I'm not kidding. I watched New England beat my Dolphins team 50 to fucking nothing. And I remember that game like no tomorrow because my uncle went to my house and goddamn he talked so much shit. And 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 I was like, Miami's gonna kick your ass today. They're gonna get you. And goddamn was I wrong. And yeah, I mean my whole childhood I watched New England win. Like New England like they used to say like, oh, the game's already over. Like they don't even need to play the game. It's already over. Like Joseph, you don't understand like how great the Patriots were.
Well,
And that
That's when Brady made
yeah, well it wasn't just Brady. You guys had a lot. Like I can't name all of them. I can't go through every single one, but yeah, but for the people watching, you know who was on that team. You know, I don't gotta sit up here and explain. Y'all know. Yeah. And yeah. I like the bottom line is I watched New England dominate my whole childhood, and like even if you guys never win a fucking Super Bowl again, that's fine. You guys did something that no other team is going to do. You guys got 6 Super Bowls. 6. And you guys won like fucking
lot of
3
fucking
in a
Super
row.
Bowls.
So
A lot of
you
Super
know,
Bowls.
like you won 6, but you won like 3 back to back to back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I'm gonna end it. Yeah.
Dude, Loki, I wish
You guys are back.
it.
You guys are back.
7 what?
You guys are not winning a Super Bowl. Mm-mm.
With the Patriots?
It's not happening.
I thought you said it. Wait, I don't even know.
And you're gonna be very mad.
No, they're not. I'm not going to be mad because I know they're not.
What happens if they do? What are you gonna be?
I'm going to be somewhere where you can't find me.
Oh shit.
It's gonna hibernate.
Mm-hmm. But for the rest of my life.
Oh fuck. So you're gonna hibernate over Drake May? Is that what you're
Huh?
saying? You're gonna hibernate over Drake May?
I respect Drake May.
I love that guy.
I respect him. I don't respect the Patriots as a whole. I just have so much hatred towards them.
Don't worry, I'm
like,
still here. I'm all the way in.
I'm
Denver.
sorry. Like,
Grab
I
my
mean,
phone.
I
Shout out Drake.
I
May
really
Denver.
can't remember like when I watched New England when they were like really, really bad. Like the only time when they were really, really bad was like 2-3 years ago. But even when they were really, really bad, I mean, they were still accomplishing things. And like, think about this, right? Here's the crazy part: New England, they only missed the playoffs 3 years, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. You know why? Because they've been in the fucking playoffs almost every fucking year since 2000.
Fuck, dude.
So it's like you know what I mean? But I always said like no matter what, I will be a Dolphin fan till I fucking die. There will be nothing, and I mean nothing, that will make me a Patriots fan. I will not
Oh,
wear
you know what? I low-key just thought you were saying you also like the Patriots this whole time.
no,
You don't?
no,
Shit.
no, no,
You not listen.
I don't respect you anymore, bro.
no. That's fine.
Just kidding.
It's okay.
Do you know what? I don't understand.
A lot of people don't.
I really don't understand. No, I was joking.
No, it's fine. It's true.
What did you say?
I told him. I said it as a joke. I'm like, I don't respect you
Oh
anymore.
no, it's a.
Oh, nothing. I don't.
You didn't respond?
I I will respond, but
Not right now.
yeah, I want to get this done. Well, not that I want to get this done. I'm not in a rush. Do you know what I don't like? People who hold grudges against people over their sports, like
Same
their
thing goes for.
it's like it almost feels
Same
like
thing
some
goes for
political shit.
jumping
You know what I
from
mean? It's like so stupid.
I'll say this: it's political, and I think sometimes um it goes too far. Sometimes, just because you like this team doesn't mean you should be treated differently just because you like that team. People can like who they like at the end of the day, but I think you shouldn't, treat them differently or disrespect them just because they don't like
I know.
the same team you do. At the end of the day, It's a fucking game.
Yeah,
At
dude,
the
it's
end
like
of the day, it's a game. And sports is sports at the end of the day. And I'm not saying just New England fans, but New England does have a bad reputation of, taking it a little bit more than just a game. I'll do a couple examples. Pittsburgh, New England hates Pittsburgh. It's a big rivalry, and I think sometimes it does. Sometimes fans do take it too far. Bills fans, the same thing. That's a big rivalry too. Miami, big rival. Like it's all these teams have been rivals for years, but I think that's what brings sports together because sports are meant to be competitive, you know what I mean? It's a competitive game. Football is a competitive game in general. But like I said, at the end of the day, I think we should, no matter what teams we like, I think at the end of the game there should still be respect. You should still shake the other. It's sportsmanship at the end of the day.
dude, like I see like
You know
people
what I
getting into
mean?
like fights. I know you've for sure definitely seen videos.
Oh,
like that,
I
where they're like
mean,
beating the shit out of each other
yeah,
because a fucking team
yeah.
lost.
No,
But then
what
again,
I'm
I feel like those
saying.
people are also instigating it. Like, there's no way. Like, I feel like anybody who's into sports knows
No,
that. You gotta
I
at least have
mean,
some sort of respect. But
no,
some people instigate it and they get in your face, and then you just literally start beating the
no,
shit out of
and
each other.
and that's what I'm saying. And I definitely been to football games where I have seen, a New England fan instigate a Dolphin fan, and let's just say that fan kept going and going and going, and the other fan respectfully told him to stop. He didn't stop. So then, they obviously exchanged it not in words, but with hands.
Yep.
And I think, like, I don't think there's ever going to be like a complete like stop to that because I just think that's how it's going to be. I don't really think there's anything to really stop that. And it's also
Did you hear that?
it's also you know what it is too, Joseph. It's
Oh, I just got a nice message.
it's the heat of the moment.
It's my cousin.
Mm.
Shit. Shit.
It's the heat of the moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially, like this is a playoff game right now. The stakes are very high. I'm sure, a lot of fans in there aren't telling a Chargers fan good.
Fuck, bro. Stop. Stop.
Good.
Like, this is definitely like picking up. Hold on.
All right, little break.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh shit. It was something I texted my cousin about. Shit.
You're not gonna share it with them.
Oh, I mean, I didn't really want to like be like all self-centered about
Don't
that.
put him on the spot like that.
No. It's not even about being on the spot. Sometimes that's one thing I don't like is like I want to share it, but I also don't want to be like, oh, like look at this nice ass message I got. You know what I mean? I know that's just me.
Let me tell you
Give me
something,
some
Joseph.
insight.
You shouldn't
Enlighten me.
feel pressure to do anything that you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, it's not. Well, I guess it's not about that. It's just about like sound self-centered. You know what I mean?
A little bit.
Like I don't want to be
Explain.
like, oh, I don't want to be like, oh, look at this text I got, guys. This is like so nice. You know what I mean? And then the spotlight's all on me. Oh, it's fine. He wasn't talking. No, so it was yesterday. I got a text. I got a call from a friend who we're distant friends. Like I think he lives in like he's in Massachusetts, but he said he wants this guy with like I think like he said 5K, but when he sent me the guy who he said I think is the guy, he has 500K on Instagram, and like I'm all about making these connections now. So I just wanted to share it with somebody, and I told my cousin I'm like, yo, like Adrian hit me up. That's the guy who sent me the account, and he wants this guy to meet me. He wants us to all go out, get food or whatever, and then he replied today, and like I don't know what it is. I feel like I don't know how to make this sound without it sounding like whatever, but I think people have been starting to notice all this stuff I'm actually doing now. And my cousin was like, Joseph, I'm really glad that you're making the connections that you are. It seems like you're learning and using the skills that you learned about networking. And I was just like, shit. I mean, like, it's nice to see that like somebody's noticing the work I'm putting in. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I put that work in that case because it came to me, but it's like I'm taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm making use of it.
I'll tell you this: when people, start, acknowledging you for,
For you,
whatever you're doing, and you're doing really good at it, it it's a good thing from it's a good thing to hear a compliment from other people, because that means not only are you doing a good job,
you're doing
but
something right.
but
You know?
yeah, exactly, you're doing something right, but not only for you, but for other people, and other people are acknowledging that, and maybe the people that are reaching out to you, not only are you helping yourself, but you're helping them at the same time, because I think we do things that sometimes we might not know why we're doing it at the moment, but
It just all
yeah, I
eventually
mean,
makes sense.
it
I
can
actually got something I want to say after you're done. It's like
it can
perfect.
help other people, because maybe whatever you did in that moment, you don't think it's helpful, but it can actually be helpful to another person in the long run.
Mm.
Because say if you try something that you never tried before, and you you get very good at it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have known you would have got better at it if you didn't try.
Try.
Trying things isn't a bad thing. It's
It's good.
it's a good
It's
thing,
good to be. It's
because
good to be uncomfortable.
yeah,
It's very, very.
it,
That's something I realized recently. I don't mean to cut
it
you
is good
off.
to be
Being uncomfortable
uncomfortable.
is
Be-
such a good thing
mm-hmm.
because I've been that. I've been trying to do that. So it's shit like
Uh-huh.
this. Like I just met you, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna do this regardless. Even if like I was a little nervous just not like earlier. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
And now we're cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
And it's fine being uncomfortable, because a lot of people, even if it's work, school, or whatever you do, nobody walks into a situation ready. You know what I mean? People, we we get nervous, because I
it's
think
natural.
it's
It's a
we
natural
yeah,
feeling.
it's a natural thing, and we're afraid that we're not gonna do well, we're not gonna succeed, and if I don't be successful, like what's gonna happen? And it's like, that's just part of human nature. It's part of life. Being afraid is a human nature that everybody has, but it's not gonna get better if you don't go out there and try it. You can't con- cocoon yourself. You gotta open yourself up to the world. You have to try different try different things, because it's don't get me wrong, it's good at being really good at one thing, but it's good it's good to have other things that you're really good at, because let's say whatever you're doing first doesn't work out, you have those other things that you work towards to, that can help you out in
Long
the
run.
long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I always say, you just have to put one foot in front of the other, and keep going. Don't give up when you want to give up. Don't give up, because when you do give up, you're not gonna have motivation to keep going, and just know that there's always hope. Good things will happen, and if you want something, you have to put in the work, because if you don't, you're not gonna get it.
Never gonna happen.
Hard work pays off, and good things come from working hard. It's it's a work ethic that you know a lot of people aren't born with, and you don't have to be born with it. It's just a normal thing that everybody should do, but not everybody does it because I think it comes with a combination of
Yo, Malakai, could you just try holding the mic up
yeah,
so loud?
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's a combination of not not wanting to do it, and then sometimes you don't really have a choice. You sometimes we got to do things that we don't want to do,
Mm.
but we got to do it.
Dude, that's how I feel about work.
You, you,
I look
we
like
got to do
it's
it.
specifically that job that I was just at. I
We
think we
got to
talked
do it.
about this.
Yeah.
It's like I want to go there. I didn't this weekend.
Uh-huh.
But it's also just messy. Different managers. It just like I don't feel welcome there.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't want to say. I feel like there should be a line between like you got to do it regardless, and then also a line where it's just like, dude, this is terrible. Like I don't
Yep.
feel welcomed.
It's so
Like I don't. It feels unprofessional.
Yeah.
Like it just like it doesn't even fit. And we had like issues. I guess somebody said like they weren't getting paid fully.
Mhm.
Is that you?
a couple people already.
A couple
on the way
people.
in.
Shit. So it's like I don't know. And now I'm having to look for another job. I got an interview tomorrow. I have an interview on Wednesday. I might have an interview somewhere again in the middle of the week. I gotta apply to more jobs. I've been,
Mhm.
yeah.
And it goes kind of back to kind of what we were also saying yesterday, that obviously everybody should be getting paid the same because we're all here to do the same thing. We're at the end of the day, we're all here to make money and
Mm.
do what we got to do and get out of here. But I think, say if like I'll do a really good example.
Mm.
Say if somebody's really busting their ass, right? They're doing everything that they're supposed to do as quickly as they can, and
Kind of reminds me of your
and
grandfather,
yeah, and
great grandfather, the one that did roofing.
yeah, and kind of doing it the right way, and then somebody else that's kind of showing up to work late, and I seen this, I seen people showing up. Let's say we need to get to the job site at 6:30 in the morning, and some dude shows up at 7:30. That's already showing me that you don't you don't want to be there. You don't want to work, but yet I got here 4:30 in the morning. I busted my ass, and he's getting paid the same amount that I'm getting paid, and I think it's wrong because why am I busting my ass, you know, trying to do everything right to the best of my abilities, but yet this dude showing up an hour later, like after work started, but yet he's getting paid more than me. And I think that goes along with just the world in general. And unfortunately, it feels like we should have control of that, but
We don't.
we we
No.
don't, and that's just something that we need to accept.
I feel like that wouldn't really last long too, though. Like if he's showing up late, and it's like a
Uh-huh.
consistent thing. Eventually, it's gonna be like, dude, like get out of here.
And I mean it that also goes back to obviously not some jobs obviously have bad bad managers.
Mm.
Maybe it all depends on the on the job. And when I obviously did roofing, there were times on the roof that I didn't really see eye to eye with my foreman because I was new and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was doing the best of my ability to learn as much as I can, take as much information that I can, and try to do my best. But unfortunately, the people that I was working with, they didn't really kind of show me the ropes or kind of show me really how to do anything. So it was a very, very tough situation. And it was like I almost had to teach myself of what I had to do. And it's not easy what I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a very, it's an adult job.
Yeah.
It's not. I'll say this. It's not a normal job, and the amount of drama that you have to deal with. I mean, it just takes up so much energy. Like it's a lot physically and a lot mentally. And my brother told me for years and years and years, like, don't, like, I had so many of my buddies that wanted to join this company, and I told them, like, that, like, I don't want you to join because I don't want you to go through what I got to go through with this job. And the only reason why I did it was because before roofing, I worked at McDonald's, and I kind of left for the same exact thing. I didn't like who I was working with. I felt like I wasn't, like, I feel like they weren't respecting me to a to kind of a level where I feel like I should have got respected. But at the end of the day, some people aren't gonna, like, people just aren't gonna respect you, and you just have to accept that, whether you think it's wrong or if it's right. And that's what I did. I knew that I wasn't, the people that I worked with, they didn't choose to help me. And it sucks working in an environment where you don't feel welcomed, or nobody really wants to help you out. And that's what I was dealing with. And then they weren't giving me responsible hours, so that just gave
You did
me,
tell me that you had like a you had like a day a week, right?
there
That's
was
terrible.
there was I and I'm not kidding when I say this, and I want people to hear this. And I'm not trying to, throw shade on the company, or
Yeah,
I'm
speaking what
not,
you went through.
what?
You're speaking what you went through.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm putting of what I went through out there, and I'm putting in what I think what was right. Whether people, what whatever people think is what is what they think. But they only had me going in Saturdays for 3 hours, literally 11 and 2, and I probably live 20 minutes away from the McDonald's. So it got to a point where I was like, number one, when I walk in here, I'm not getting respected, I'm not getting welcomed. They weren't teaching me anything. Like, I never got taught to do cash register. I never got taught to cook. Like, all the stuff that you are supposed to get taught, I didn't get taught. I didn't learn how to do drive through. I So basically all I did was literally walk in there. I would check myself in. This is what I would literally do every time. And, like, I hate, like, reimagining it and
Just
thinking about
reminiscing
it,
about it.
but it's whatever. But literally, I would clock in every day, go into the back, take my coat off, put it on the rack, walk back out, go to the soda machine, clean literally the whole machine itself. So inside the machine, outside of the machine. If the lids needed to get restocked, I would literally restock that. If it needed napkins, I would put napkins in, and then I would put, more straws on the bottom. I would make sure, it stirred up. Like, if we needed more large lids, I would go get more large lids. I would just make sure everything was organized and ready. So if I couldn't stock it up in that minute, or if I was doing something else, somebody else could step in and do that. And they won't have to worry about going in the back because I already organized it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then after that, after when I would do that, I would clean, I would do the whole dining room from doors to seats to floors to windows, literally everything. I would do the seats and the tables first. I would wipe that down, and then I would do the edges of the seats, and then I would do the windows inside and outside, and then after all that, I would mop the floor when the restaurant kind of starts to get dead, and then that only took me an hour. So the other 2 hours, I'm basically walking around of like, what the fuck else am
Dude,
I
that's
am
oh my god, that's
am
how I felt at Newport Creamery
and
sometimes. I'm
like
walking around doing nothing, but also like it's like I'm doing something but doing nothing at the same time. Like there's almost nothing going on there. Whether I'm like cleaning the counters, literally like I don't know if this is probably happened to you. You ever just like walking around and you almost like just practically just double clean something. Just like it's already clean, but it's just like fucking like I just gotta go back. I
there's been
clean it again. Like it might have a little like smidge from when I cleaned it like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, was that from me? Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna wipe it down again. Like
no bullshit. When I would get done doing all of that, I would put, and it's crazy when I say this, I would go into the back, see if my towel was dirty. I would put it in the dirty bucket. I would grab another wipe and literally do everything again. I would clean the soda machine again, do the seats, like basically do everything twice. And there was one night particularly I remember I probably did everything 30 times.
what the fuck?
I
Yo, I thought you were gonna say like maybe 3.
No, I
Said
did
2.
everything 30 times, and that's just one day. So think about how many times that is during a year. And I remember I was just
Somebody do the math.
I,
30
yeah,
times
somebody,
12. Wait,
somebody do the math.
30 times.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Do
no, that's every day.
do the math.
Once
That's
a week.
every day.
What, so 4, 8, 12. How many?
That's every day. But no, don't worry about doing the math. But I remember I was standing there.
Oh, it's what 30 times 36. That's how many weeks are in a year? 36.
Yeah,
36?
and I remember.
Fuck you mean 6 times 6? I said 30 times 36. You said what? 6 times 6. Hold on. What was it? 30. Hey Siri.
30.
30 times 36.
That was
30 times 36 is 1,080.
Shit. The
You
fuck?
cleaned McDonald's 1,080 times.
and
Roughly.
and I did that so many times that people started to come in and tell me how great I was doing, and I literally had people like literally
Surprised you didn't get promoted
Yo,
or
I
something,
literally
dude.
had pedestrians walking in like you do such a good job cleaning. Like I wish you could clean my house.
Dude, maybe that could have been your new job.
And
Wanna be a maid?
and it also
Bro.
and
Would
it
you
all
ever be a maid?
maybe, but it also got to a
Pays the
point.
bills at least.
It also got to a point where people were like,
Fuck again, dude. Oh, gee. Sorry. Continue.
nah. It was literally getting to a point where people were like,
That's such an ironic
how
question.
come all you do is clean and stuff? And I literally told them like they haven't taught me to do anything else, and they're like, you haven't talked to them about it? And I'm like, of course I have, but at the end of the day, they just didn't listen. And the part that really got me ticked off was when I would do my job, and then I would they would literally bring new people in and teach them how to do drive through, how to do the cash register. And in my head, I'm like, I've been here for so much longer than these new people have, but yet they're teaching them instead of me. And I think it's wrong. And then another thing that was wrong is I'm busting my ass, but yet I literally see workers on their phone in the back, but yet the manager ain't saying shit to them. And it's like, whoa, 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 what is going on here? Like, I'm busting my ass, like, doing my job, doing what I gotta do, but yet this fucking bitch is sitting in the corner on her phone, and like y'all ain't saying shit to them. It's like, what are we doing at the end of the day here? Like something needs to be said. So that's when I literally put my foot down. I went into the bathroom. I literally, like, I don't have the message, but I can probably remember it vividly. I texted my mom and I was like, you know, I can't I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm literally doing the same shit every day, and I worked there for about 2 years. So imagine putting up with this bullshit for 2 years.
Holy
So,
shit. How old were you?
so what?
How old were you?
16.
Yeah, so 16 to 18, you were putting up with this.
Yeah. So I literally told her, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm watching people on their phones over here, and they're not, and the manager ain't saying shit to them. But when I do something wrong, they come to me and, bitch at me. But it's like, don't bitch at me, bitch about the one who's on their phone. And it's like, nah, that's just wrong at the end of the day. And then the fact that they're teaching new people to do shit, and I've been here for 2 years, and y'all haven't taught me anything, like, that's just wrong. But I kept working there because I had to.
Mhm.
I didn't have a choice.
What was your pay?
What?
What was your pay?
15.
Shit.
It was 15. I
I mean, did you
wasn't
come out in the end with a lot of money, like saved up?
when I'll get to that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even making $100. But however,
Oh yeah, that's wait.
we
What?
talked about
15
that.
times 3, that's like what? Like 40,
3 hours.
45?
Yeah.
Shit. So
But it
what's the
got to
rough
a point where I
estimates?
couldn't literally spend any of my paychecks, and it's like nobody can survive off that.
Mhm.
Thank God my family obviously helped me, but I saved all that money.
That's like 200 a month.
I
About so.
Yeah.
What the
So
fuck?
I
That's
saved.
like a paycheck for some people, and that
No,
is
think
fortunate.
about it. I'm making less. I do for a creator, you make $6.75 an hour as a server. If you're a manager, you only make 17.
Yeah, waiters make garbage. Like, it's crazy how much waiters get,
Hold
yo.
on. So you,
They rely on their tips, yo.
wait, so you
Without
said
tips, they get nothing.
wait, so
It's real.
15 times 3 times 4. Oh, that's not even. That's 180. That's literally like that is wait, so dude, that's literally 2160 in a
Well, you
year.
guys own a job.
I don't even think it
And
matters,
think
bro.
about it.
2160 in a
And
year.
think about it.
That's nothing.
And think about it. There's some people that were in that establishment that was getting paid more than me.
Hmm.
But however,
Well,
though,
working more?
huh?
Like were they making the
No,
same as you but working more?
some of them were, and it
They
was
would,
like, how come you're giving them more hours, but I'm only getting one?
was it like cuz we talked about this yesterday. Was it like how right now my job, well, not my job. As of like 2 day as of a day ago, not even. They were cutting hours to save more money. Is that what they were doing? I mean, I feel like
Uh,
it's McDonald's though. That's a huge franchise. They don't need to cut hours to save
it's
money.
well. Let me tell you something. Because my mom worked at Dunkin'. She will. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're also not like this big. Like you say ads about it and whatnot. You know what I mean?
It
Maybe on Facebook.
To be honest with you, Joseph, it doesn't really matter. Like, my mom, she worked at Dunkin'. She was a Dunkin' manager. And I asked her, I'm like, why did my hours get cut? And she's like, during the winter, they have to do that, and that's what I was telling you in the
Worst.
car.
Probably
Remember, I called them too, and I'm like, yo, how come you cut my hours? And they were like, oh, we have to do that for the winter time, but here's the catch. When the winter time was over, I was still on 1 day a week.
I still even when I started I had like 1 day a week. Maybe the most I worked was maybe like 3 days. I
So
had at one time.
yeah, that was the most I worked too.
There was just one day I was working and I worked 14 hours
You worked 14 hours.
in one day.
Oh yeah, you used to mention this here and there.
Yeah.
Kimura, she gets like what? She's still getting like 5 days a week right now, a couple days.
Yeah.
That's probably why then.
They cut me down to 1 day a week because I was in Spain. So it was too far away.
Yeah, but you come down here though, so what's the issue? I don't know. I need to find. Dude, see, like I feel like the issue is, and I'm not gonna call names, but I've had some. Well, how do I say this without really like explaining it? Like, I don't want to bring.
Speak it with your chest, bro.
Nah,
No
because
problem.
it's.
What's it about the program? What? The what? The what? Oh.
I don't want to bring that into this. Oh, I can just blur this out. Well, I can just blur that out if picked up. But, dude, it's like it's not even that I don't want to work either. Like it's just the job market's so bad, bro. I feel like no one's like professional. That's not that no one's professional with it, but like no one gets back. We talked about this too.
Like you
No
were
one.
calling me for a premium, like, yo, what's up, cuh?
Well, they didn't. No, he didn't. You?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's not even that I don't want to work, dude. It's like these jobs just don't get back. Did I tell you about that nursing home? I did say that. The Kimwell, and Ryan knows this too, dude. Literally, I called for like a week straight, and I didn't even get to them until they started to say that I should get paged. Or I think I got to the point where I told them, I'm like, I'm not getting to anyone. Like, you guys are putting me through to somebody, and I literally get a voicemail box every single time. No one gets back to me. I got back like once. I think you were there. When you were still in staying. I got a voicemail, and then I listened to it a second time, and she said she wanted to interview. You remember that? We were in theology class. That's the closest I got, and then they just stopped hiring. They don't even know. We don't know when they're not even hiring either. That's the issue. They don't put it out. Like, you know how some places they'll have it plastered in like the windows when you come in, or it's on the website. They don't say anything. It's like you really just gotta either keep calling them for months straight or just get lucky. It's so annoying.
It is, and when I left McDonald's, the only reason why I joined my family's roofing company was because of literally the
all you
same reason that me and you
It's all you had.
are both in now.
Mhm.
It's all I had, and I needed something. All the money that I earned from McDonald's, I used it on my Nissan. I used it on my car, and my Nissan gave me a lot of mechanical issues. So it's like I needed to join roofing
You need some kind of money.
because now I have a car. So now I need to pay for insurance on it, and I have a phone bill too. And I like I said, I had a lot of mechanical issues with it. So if something needed to be repaired, I needed money for that, and then obviously gas, food. This is when I finally was starting to become adult responsibilities. So that's why I was like, I need something. So that's why I joined roofing, but it wasn't like I wanted to do roofing. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. That's not what I wanted my career to be, and that's not something I want to be. I don't want to be a roofer. But at that time, it was a decision that I had to be like, fuck it. I don't want to do it, but guess what? I got to do it because if I don't do this, I can't have nothing.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I did it. But even when I did do it, all the money that I earned from Cape Way, a lot of it went towards my Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my money went towards that, and then not only like obviously I don't have my Nissan anymore, but also a lot of the money that I earned, I used it for my new car that I have now. But even when I was doing roofing, like if let's say I wanted to go out with my buddies, I need money for that too.
Mhm.
Like I don't like people paying for me, but
I
that's
hate that
but
now. I
like
decline that now all the
yeah,
time.
like I don't want anybody paying for me, man. Like I don't like that. But that's why it was like I needed money for that too. And like I said before, it was something that I didn't want to do, but I gotta sit up for this. It was something that I didn't want to do, but I had to be like, listen. And my family knew this too. They were like, I know you don't want to do this, Melly. This ain't for you. But right now, you got to do it. And it was the only option. So, like I said, I did it. But it took so much mentally and physically and like so many other things. It was literally the hardest thing I ever did in my life, and people will not understand. Like, people don't understand stuff until they actually go through it and
Maybe I
do
gotta
it
do roofing
and
now.
do it. Like, I did it. It was hell. It was hell, but this is why I always say when I did roofing, I was free. I had money.
Yeah, you
I
told me
did
that.
everything that I wanted to do. But unfortunately, my Nissan, it didn't. I mean, like, I don't want to say it was breaking down every day. Like, don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun when I graduated. You know what I mean? I took advantage of it. But obviously, when the summer came around and I just couldn't deal with the heat. But before that, another reason why I couldn't really take it anymore what was because it's just like I said, it was such a headache. And I think another thing with roofing is you don't like trying to think how I can explain this. It's it's very hard. It it's very hard, and you have to deal with so much. You got to deal with your foreman. You have to deal with
What's
the
that for,
the
man?
he's like the boss.
Oh, okay.
He's in charge of everything. And then dealing with the weather. Um, and
Did you ever do this during the winter?
yes,
Shit.
and and
I see
hold
why
on,
you're
hold
saying
on. I'm
this
going to
now.
get to that. And the people that you got to work with, and sometimes let's just say things might not go the way they're supposed to go, but you got to improvise and you just got to work through it. And when I say you need to work through anything, you literally need to work through everything. And like I said before, it's such a headache. There's so many things that can go wrong, that will go wrong, and so many things like it's crazy because obviously when I joined Capeway, there were already guys that were doing that for 30 to 40 years. And that's why I said before I started talking about McDonald's, when I did roofing, nobody taught me anything. And a lot of people got mad at me was because I didn't know how to do something. But I think this is such like old people and like my age of people, they don't understand like I don't know how to do it. Like, can you teach me?
Yeah.
And so many older people don't want to teach us how to do anything. They just expect us to already know how to do it. And it's wrong. I'm not going to get better at this if you don't teach me how to do it. I'm not going to know how to do it if you don't show me. So I was dealing with a lot of that, people not really showing me the ropes. And that's why I said I had to learn a lot of things by myself, and it wasn't easy. And then you have to deal with a lot of people yelling at you, and the job, it's so quick, everything happens so fast, and you need to do everything so quick. And it's like if you're not moving fast enough, it's like, oh, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And to me, when people are telling you, this is what I literally got told at my work,
Mm.
people like you make this company worse. My own foreman said that to me.
Is this like family too? Oh shit.
And when I heard that, guess what? You know what I did? I kept working because guess what? I didn't have a choice.
I hate that feeling, dude.
I
It's not even with jaws. It's just like getting told some shit and you still just be like, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
I guess so. Like,
but 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 hey, at the end of the day, you just got to keep going. It's not like I could have just walked away. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can, but
I can't.
you lose a lot out of that.
I can I can, but
And this family though, they're gonna be on your
yeah,
ass after, dude.
nah, that's what I'm saying. Like I always said
It'd be different if it wasn't
whatever
family.
happens on the roof stays on the roof. Whatever happened there stays on there. Do not bring that energy home, and that's what I never did. But it was like I said, it was hell. I went through a lot of shit. It was probably the hardest stage of my life. Doing roofing was probably it was
This was just recent, right?
it was back I this happened in June when I couldn't handle the heat.
Oh, so this was not
And
even a year
then I
ago.
started working there September of 2024.
Okay, so this was about a year.
So I was there for a year. And
Almost 2 years.
there were times I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning and be at the shop for 3:30.
Were you getting good sleep though?
Yeah, I was getting great sleep. I would be in bed the latest 7 o'clock,
Shit.
and I would come home at 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30 at night, and get back up at 2 in the morning again and do the same shit. And it was a grind. And I always say I got paid well. I was able to do what I want. I was able to take care of myself. I was able to pay my bills. I
What?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I was able to.
I know that's a good feeling. That is a great ass feeling.
I was able to do a lot of stuff that obviously I can't do now. But a lot of people tell me, oh, how come you still don't do it? And like I said, don't get me wrong. The money. I'm not gonna get into how much I made. That's private information. I'm not saying that. Nobody needs to know that. And I'm just saying it was really good money. It was comfortable money, but man, what you have to do to make that money is out of this world, and I really can't explain it. Like I probably explained it the best that I can. And if anybody is out there and thinks that they can do it, go ahead, go do it, and then come back to
sounds like a threat.
and then go ahead, go do it, and then come back to me next week and tell me how it is. And that this is how I'll end it. Like I said, like I was free, I was able to pay my bills, but you know that's why I was telling you yesterday. Like I I didn't have a choice. It was I had to at the end of the day, and you're not gonna get anywhere in this world if you don't work. And like there were times I would go to work and I'm like, I don't want to be here today. I would rather be at home in my bed laying down. But it's like I told myself, I like sometimes you gotta talk to yourself, yo. You really have to tell your brain, shut the fuck up. Like yo. I'm being for real. I'm not even trying to laugh about it. It's like you really need to tell your brain, shut the fuck up. You're gonna go to work whether you like it or not, and that's it. It's that simple, because in life you're gonna have to do things that you don't want to do, and that's just that's why people they have what they have because they earned it. They worked for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when you go to work, you just need to like the reason why I stayed at roofing so long and what helped me get through it was because I blocked out a lot of noise. Let's just say if I did something wrong and I got I got yelled at. It's like, okay, I got to move on from that. I can't let that bring me down. You know what I mean? I still got to do my job, and hopefully I don't make that mistake again. And I got yelled at a lot. I can say I got yelled at a lot, but I think it helped me become the person that I am today. It also made me stronger. It made my mindset stronger, and I think it really taught me valuable lessons. Like to me, it wasn't just a job. I think it really taught me about life in general and how you go through life and how you have to live through life. And I want I want people to experience that. Obviously, not the way I experienced it, and you know, I just want people to really understand, how to live life, how to get through it, but how to get through it, and in the in the right mindset. So
Shit.
that's just how I think about it.
Lighting the fuck out of me.
Hey,
Hey, I mean, that was actually great. I low key got to process all that for a second. That was a lot,
yeah,
but it's
and
real.
I know that
Real.
I didn't mean to give you a lot, or
No,
to kind
yo,
of confuse your mind,
this is
but
literally what I want. Like I love hearing somebody just like talk about shit, and then like I
yeah,
also understand it because
yeah.
even if it's like it doesn't even also just have to apply to a job, but it's like specifically the thing like
No,
hearing shit and you're like, oh, fuck,
no,
what
I'm
the
not
fuck do you
even just
mean? And then,
talking about my jobs in
yeah,
general. I'm just talking about them so people can
yeah,
understand
yeah,
what I went through. And if people want to, like, people can take it however they want. I
yeah,
can't control that, but I just want them to, maybe like learn from it. Like, all I want to do at the end of the day is I want to motivate people. I want to show people how to live the best life possible, and I I just want to help people. I want to be a role model to people.
it's time to start doing
You know
content,
what I
Malachi.
mean? I want to
Yeah,
be, not only do I want to be the best version of myself, but I want to, I want to make other people better. I I I really want people to, instead of being so down on themselves, I want them to look at the bright side about themselves.
Yo, that's how you are with me every single time I have a problem. Like, you know I'm here for you, right? Talk to me anytime you want. You can tell me anything you want.
Yeah.
I'll always be on your side. That's just how Malachi is.
I mean it. That like she just said, that's just who I am, and nobody's gonna change that. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
just how.
Even though we've had our fights.
Yeah,
Like when I stole all your stuff.
yeah. We
Oh, that you should tell that story, man.
we did, but that's just how I was raised, and I don't care about being liked. If you like me, well, whatever. If you don't, whatever. I don't care, because I'm just gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep being me, and you can't, you can't hate me for who I am. You can only hate yourself because you're jealous that you're not me.
Yeah.
I think that's
That
the
dude.
the the best
That's
way that I
one thing
can
that's
explain
came
it.
with the doing content is people. I won't call names, but I've had. I can't even
I
say
want
it.
to call a name.
No, let's not do that.
I'm not calling no names, and I can name out a lot of people
No,
right now.
but like
That's why I said it like that.
I've okay. There's been like maybe like one or two or maybe handful that I'm just gonna say. There's probably even people that I don't know about it. It's just in their mind. But there's been times where I've literally heard people say shit about my content. I'm like, dude, like I'm not even like this. I don't talk to you, or I do, and we're just like cool
And
stuff.
that
But it's
goes
like, dude,
back to the conversation that we were having in the car. You can't worry about people's opinions about you, and you can't let them affect you, because at the end of the day, it's like, who are you? Like, why? Like, if you don't care about me, why are you
like,
reaching?
why are you even
Then why are
saying any
you
of
even
this?
like? Why are you
I mean,
even
like have the
talking to me?
thought. Like, don't get me
That,
wrong. Like, I'll
no,
see
no,
shit. It's in my head.
you
I don't say it out loud.
you
In
know
front
what
of them.
that is? That's people that are jealous of
They,
you,
like envy you. They like
and
envy.
and all they want to do is attention. They see you, that you have so much attention, that they want to be part of that too. But it's
That's
not
like I feel like
about
that's how celebrities are now.
it's
Not like how celebrities are, but like how people are towards celebrities.
you know what I always say? Just because somebody, and this is another conversation that we were having with the whole jealousy thing. Just because somebody has something that you don't have does not make them better than you. Or yeah, that it doesn't make them better than you one bit. They might have worked really hard for that, and I think that's the key difference, because I think a lot of people, it's like, oh, I'm jealous of what this person has. I'm jealous about that person. I'm jealous about the way this person looks, and I look like this. And that's why I always say some things are out of control. But just because somebody has something that you don't have, doesn't make them better than you. They might have just worked a little bit harder than you, and that's why I think a lot of people, instead of judging people of what they have or what they don't have, um like, instead of just thinking about that, like, just go to work. Because say if you worked, you could have had what they had. But a lot of people nowadays, they just like to compare themselves to others.
Yeah,
and
I
and
won't even lie.
and and you don't got to compare yourself to others.
No. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, no, you're good.
Wait,
Start
wait.
going, start going.
We should just stop. All right. Sorry, the phone died. It almost died. Shit. What were we talking about?
But we're back.
Jealousy.
Yep, it was being jealous of other people just because they have something that you don't have. And to pick up from that, here's what I think. The amount of time that people spend complaining about it is, you could have put that time in working. And what I mean by work is, it doesn't have to be by a company. You can work for your
Literally
family.
this.
It can look.
I mean, it's not like it's making me money,
Yeah.
but I'm grinding. It will. It'll be profitable.
And also, you can be working for your family, and that's what I think. Like, I'm big about providing for your family.
Yeah.
I'm big about helping your family, because here's the thing with family. A lot of people don't appreciate others until they're actually gone. And that's the sad truth.
kinda feel
And
that
people don't really understand what struggle really is when they have nobody on their side and when they have nothing.
Mm.
And that's why I'm saying, like, listen to your parents, guys. You know what I mean? They've been through it. At the end of the day, they're only trying to help you. And now, don't get me wrong, obviously some things that they say, you might not want to listen to them, or you don't believe it. But
such an ironic conversation now.
when here's this, like, I just became an adult. I'm 20. It's going to get to a point where I'm going to be living by myself, you know what I mean? I'm going to be doing whatever.
You plan on that soon?
Yeah, and doing, the best that I can to be successful. So whatever my, like, that's why, like, when my parents, like, I'm always there for them. I'm always helping them. If they need anything, I'll always be there, because I wouldn't be who I am without them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? They brought me on this earth for a purpose. So that means they clearly wanted me to be on this earth for a reason. And that main reason is because they wanted me to be me. They want me to live my best life. And sometimes things don't always go your way. Some things aren't always how they're supposed to turn out to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your job to figure out how you're going to go through it, how you're going to do it, and how are you going to do this the right way.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like, when you're living, whatever, by yourself, with a girl, whatever the case may be, you have to remember your family, your mom or your dad prepared you for this moment right here. Because when they're gone, when they're not here anymore, guess whose responsibility it's going to be? It's going to be yours. And you're not going to have that opportunity to go back and be like, oh, I wish I asked him this. I wish I asked him this. Oh, I wish I did that. I wish I did this. I always say this. You never want to live your life with regret. You don't want to have regrets. You don't want to live your life with, oh, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. You don't want to do that. And that's why I take in as much of information that my family tells me. And I'll end this conversation off like this. No matter what, if your family did something that you didn't like, or maybe you don't understand why they did it, don't react the way you think you should. Think about it. Think about why they did it, or maybe why did they tell you this. Think about it, process it, and learn from it.
Mhm.
Because I think the thing with us, it's always about do instead of thinking. We don't like to process things. We like to just move on, forget about it.
Yeah.
And I think we need to stop forgetting about things and start realizing things. That's how I'll end off that conversation.
Shit. Yeah. There was something I want to say earlier when you were talking about the
Mm.
jealousy thing. I feel like sometimes people they're too stuck up, like they're too stuck up on like, oh, how'd they get this, and that.
Yeah.
They should probably be
It's
thinking,
stuck on the
asking them, how the hell did you get that?
Yeah,
It's
instead of
almost
the
like,
how,
let them mentor you.
Yeah, what about the do instead of the
Yeah.
how? You know what I mean?
I mean, because it's like, I don't know if it's maybe sometimes people just don't want to be that like kind of like little brother vibe where it's like you have somebody up here teaching you how to do all of it,
Yeah.
and then when you want to learn on your own, which there's no problem with wanting to learn on your own, but sometimes it is better to just have somebody
It's
teach you,
yeah.
and then maybe once
Somebody
you're good, you like
teach
you
you
do
the
it on your
ropes.
own.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had two older brothers. They both do separate things. We all do things separate. We're obviously not all the same, but I let them teach me. I never told them, nah, like get away from me. I don't want to learn that. Nah, like I love my brothers. Like my brothers have always been there for me.
Yeah.
Always. I love my brothers. You know what I mean? Like I talk to them every day. You know what I mean? I always reach out. I'm always that guy to reach out and be like, are you good?
Yep.
Because if you're not, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like this. Like I was standing in the car yesterday. It's good to talk about your feelings. It's not good to hold them in. Talk about it. It's okay. You know what I mean? Because you'll feel better talking about it instead of keeping it in and dwelling on it. And I think that's another problem that a lot of people have. They don't want to talk about their feelings. They don't want to express themselves. And it's okay. It's, it's okay to cry. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to be mad. Like, I think I forget when it was, but I remember there was one day I came home because I think I was just I was just sad because things weren't how I wanted them to be. I was just disappointed that people just weren't getting back to me. It was just a tough time, and I remember I went home. I cried right on my mom's shoulder, and before that, I haven't cried for numerous months. And I remember I was just crying on her shoulder, and I'm like, like why aren't things just going the way? Like, why are things happening like this? Like, why does it need to happen to us? And she's like, guess what? It's okay. Because you know why? We're going to get through this. You're going to get back to, the life that you were living before. And, we're going to get through it. Because it hasn't been pretty. It hasn't.
Yeah.
But, that's why I always say some things are out of control.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, I
And I'm not
definitely
gonna get into full detail. I'm not doing
No,
that.
of course not.
I'm
No,
not
no, no.
like
Of course not.
that's private information.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say the whole. That's
Yeah.
private.
Yeah.
But yeah, like main story is don't express your feelings. Talk about them.
Yeah, I feel like
You know
sometimes
what I mean?
people are
Talk
too.
about it.
I feel like sometimes people are too. Maybe
They're
I
too
feel.
hard
I
on
feel. I feel
themselves.
more
They're
now
too
though.
hard on themselves.
Yeah. Well, not just that. I feel like more now though. People are starting to realize that, but I feel like people are kind of like too scared to just be weak. Like just be
They're
weak.
too scared to be
Because it's
them.
strong
Like
to
who
be weak.
cares?
It's strong to be weak. That's
is.
strong.
It is.
Like saying you're weak. Like yes, that is being weak. But
you
you're
know
also
what it
being
is?
strong.
Being strong is showing your emotions.
This,
Yeah, exactly.
especially because this. Let me like say this. Even outside, is it good? Sorry, I don't know if you're. Why are you moving back? Oh, you can't see me. Oh shit. Like even outside of content, this isn't just to be like, hey, look, I made a new
We're
video.
not just doing this to doing this.
Yeah,
like
like,
we're trying to help people out here.
Yeah, like, hey, look, like
You
I
know?
posted a new video. Like, no, like, of course, yes, that is part of it. Same thing with like money is gonna be part of it. Money, like all this shit comes with it. But it's also just because like I enjoy this and I enjoy documenting conversations like this and actually like, you know,
You know,
it's just it's something that it makes me feel like me.
you know what's funny, Joseph? It's funny how you say money because obviously it's great to have a lot of money, but you know, having a lot of money isn't always
Yeah.
the best thing. It ain't always about having a lot of money. It's really not. You know? To me, obviously money makes me happy, but I think there's many,
Only make you
many
happy
other
for so
things that
long.
make me happy. You know, besides money. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
This.
Of course, yeah.
Like
he
I know
is.
this is probably making you happy.
course,
Just
yeah.
literally sitting down talking.
Yeah.
And it's like I like to
Yeah.
clarify, like it's even outside of content. Like
Yeah.
this is just to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good to do
Mhm.
this, but it's also
It
good
is.
to say that and show people.
To
Like we
yeah.
talked the night before this, so it's not like
We
I told them,
have.
"Hey, bro, come here," and then
No.
we just never talk again.
No.
Like no, like this is gonna and this is it doesn't have to be a one time thing.
No.
So if you wanted to do this again
This
in
is
the
going to be
future,
more
like
often. This isn't only going to be the first time we do this.
yeah, I know. And
It's
I
going
say
to
that to
start,
them.
you know, becoming a thing. And obviously, like you said, we were talking about this yesterday, and we just couldn't wait. I just met him yesterday, and
When I like I think
No.
I met you not too long ago.
When you brought us to the gym, you came over.
Oh yeah, but I didn't really.
We didn't really talk.
We
Yeah.
didn't really talk like that.
Yeah.
But I think it was really yesterday when we started to really. What?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days ago. That's when we really started to click and start really knowing each other.
Yep.
And then the stuff that we're talking about right now, we really talked about yesterday, and then we were like, instead of just going on and on and on, he invited me to be on his podcast. He was like, I think we can continue this conversation, and I think you would I think it would be really nice if you could join mine. And I was like, of course, why not? And let me say something about Joseph too. He's a really cool guy. You know,
Appreciate that.
he's a really really cool guy. I'm happy. I met him. Unfortunately, I don't really get to talk to a lot of people about these conversations because a lot of people don't like to have these conversations, but it's a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
So I have a ton of respect for him, and I'm happy he brought me on, and I respect dudes like him. I do. So
Thank you, bro.
You.
I'm at.
Thank you,
bro.
no problem. I love you too.
I don't know. I like this better. It's different.
Hey, people like what they like.
Yeah. Stretching my legs out too. My legs hurt. Shit.
Is this where we ended?
I don't know, dude. What time is it?
9:54. It's almost 10.
I mean, I do got school tomorrow. Do we want to end it? I could probably go on.
We can always continue.
Shit, I mean. Oh, there was one thing. There was actually something else I wanted to say.
What?
I think it might have it might have just been similar conversation already, but it's the same shit. Well, I probably understand this a little more. I don't know how much knowledge you have. It's not really like knowledge, but you probably heard shit about like industry plans and whatnot, like music.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people have just been brainwashed into thinking that like now that I make music, I kind of feel how these artists probably feel when it comes to like, dude, like this shit doesn't just come. Like you just make a song, you post it, it blows up, and now you're in the face of everyone. Maybe it's a thing because I mean, like if you get signed to a label, they handle all the promotions and whatnot, whatever it is. I don't know anything about it, but like, no, this shit like really takes a while. Like people don't just get like lucky.
What's crazy?
What?
it's not even just music. It's
like anything.
in
Yeah,
general.
like people don't just get
It's
lucky.
just-
I mean, yeah, maybe like a 1% chance. Yes, you get lucky, you win the fucking lottery, you win $5 million. Okay, you're set for like a couple of years. But like no, like when it comes to like work or music or like trying to do shit like this, like I've been doing this for a couple months. It doesn't just come right away. I'm still. I mean, I've definitely came a long way from when I started.
Joseph,
But
everything takes time.
yes.
Like, nothing comes just like that.
Yeah.
Things take time. You know, it. You know, nobody just naturally is who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody is.
Oh,
It takes
100%.
time. You know what I mean? It took a lot of time.
Oh my god. Sorry,
It was
I
a-
did that last
Nah,
time.
you good. He was a little bit short.
Wait, let me see. No, let me do it again. Wait, no, let me do it again.
Trash.
Yeah, no.
Throw the trash in here.
Yeah, throw it in there.
You're fixing it.
Okay.
Not now.
No, I want to do it right now.
No.
Actually, yeah. Well,
Just wait till after.
yeah. All right.
But yeah, I mean, think about this. It's like the other conversation that we were having in the car. Hard work beats talent over talent any day of the week.
Did you say that? I might not have processed that. You said we said a lot. So there's.
Hard work beats talent any day of the week over
Mhm.
talent. Because think about it. Somebody might be more talented than you, but they're not working harder than you are.
Yeah, you can be the best fucking musician in the world, but if you don't,
But that don't
if you
matter.
don't,
If you don't work,
if you don't
the
post
talent
and
don't
do
come.
this and do that and put yourself
The
out there,
talent don't
no.
come without the work.
Yeah.
Nobody's just born with talent. They work. It's the same thing with celebrities. Nobody is born with just
Millions and
golden
millions
pipes or
and
millions of
that.
dollars. They started from the bottom and worked their way up
Yes.
to who they are now.
I feel like people are so brainwashed by that. I feel like that's why I really understand it with musicians.
And you know what's crazy? Nobody wants to start from the bottom. Everybody wants to automatically.
Dude, I've been thinking about that nonstop. I've been thinking about that a lot with music. Like, dude, I love. Listen, I think anybody.
Be successful
Yeah, I think anybody'd love to have a song blow up, and oh my god, there you're in the face of everyone. But then what happens after that? You don't have any sort of like. I put it like this: you don't have any sort of like family behind you with the no fans, nothing. That's it. It's like like you're just gonna be a one hit wonder. You know what I mean? Like you know what that is? Like one hit wonder. Yeah. Like, but like with music, like you gotta have to continue putting in the work. You gotta build a fan base before you really like get crazy serious.
And remember it. You can be successful without popularity.
Yes.
Because without being successful, the popularity doesn't come. You can't be popular without being successful. Get what I'm saying?
I think so.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people can just wake up and be like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But they might not actually do it. They might just be saying that. You know what I mean?
I think so. Shit. Just gotta put in work, bro. That's it.
Listen,
just gotta keep showing
put
up.
in the work, trust the process, and the results will come. I'll say that again. Keep working, trust the process, and everything will come into place.
Shit.
That's it, brother. That's the recipe. That's the recipe to success.
Damn.
Fucking wake up, work hard, go after it. Whatever you do, just keep going. Don't step back. Keep going. One foot in front of the other. No detours. Nothing. Just straight line.
Yeah.
No detours.
Dude, I actually love that you said the thing about you can be successful without popularity because I feel like this is how I kind of feel with this. I don't have this crazy following, dude. I have like five. I think right now I'm at like 544 on Instagram, but I feel like I'm successful with it. Like views and what and all that doesn't really mean shit. I mean, it does, but it also doesn't. You know what I mean? Like views are also a reflection of how your content's perceived. Like oh shit, your mic's blinking. I don't know. Wait, was it blinking?
It's been blinking for the past like 15 minutes.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Did you mute it? Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yo, we gotta check that. I don't want to forget about that. All right. Well, his mic was muted for the remainder of that. So hopefully you can still hear
Yeah,
him.
I screwed up a little bit. You know,
I'll have to-
first time doing this. I'll get better.
I'll have to fix the audio, but that was good. This is really good,
That wasn't good. That was great.
and this was long.
That was great.
How long was this? How long is it? Was an hour, and then
At
what?
least for an hour and 30 minutes.
Shit, that's long. The first one was 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
This is holy shit.
Ours was an hour.
Yeah, hour. Yeah, damn, that was really good though. I enjoyed it.
I did
You
too.
enjoyed it. You behind the.
No, it looks so bad.
Did you enjoy it?
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Did you
It
enjoy
looks
it?
so bad.
You enjoy it, bro?
I loved it, man.
All right. I enjoyed it too. All right. I'm gonna end it off here. I love you guys.
I thought you weren't supposed to talk to them like that.
Shh. Good night.
Say bye to us.
I-
Don't say
shut
bye
up.
to
I
us.
don't
Dab me
care.
up too, you dab.
All right. I love y'all. I was gonna put it again. Where'd my mic go? I found it. All right.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. All right. Good night, y'all. Mwah.